If you're a fan of old school bodybuilding, then make sure to check out Sups the Movie. Filmmaker Alex Ardenti explores the $40 billion sports supplement industry, delving into the origins, evolution, and current state of supplements used by millions of fitness enthusiasts worldwide, available at Amazon and Vimeo. Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and today I'd like to talk about the wide grip or snatch grip behind the neck press. First and foremost, I find that it is named the Klokov Press these days by many modern-day iron game aficionados. The fact is that this style of pressing originated back in the Bronze Era and Silver Era, and as far as I know, one of the earliest advocates of this motion was none other than Steve Reeves. As shown here in these photos taken from Building a Classic Physique the Natural Way, Steve uses a fairly wide grip to begin the press behind the neck and performs the press in the manner advocated by Dmitry Klokov. I understand that his social media presence and popularity has no doubt contributed to this exercise being called the Klokov Press, but he by no means invented it. During this Silver Era, weightlifting and bodybuilding were practiced both by all iron game enthusiasts. Bodybuilders were as strong as they looked, and most could easily total at least 800 to 900 pounds in the three lifts of snatch, clean and press, and clean and jerk. They weren't just bodybuilders, but seasoned lifters too. Hence, accessory exercises such as the snatch grip behind the neck press were often used. Of course, calling it the Steve Reeves behind the neck press could be more accurate chronologically speaking, but I cannot honestly assure you that he invented this lift. He was, after all, trained by the great Ed Yarrick. However, Reeves did advocate this style of behind the neck press for several reasons. As mentioned, to perform this lift, you take a snatch grip on the barbell, ideally in the back rack position as shown here by Dmitry Klokov, and you press the barbell overhead in very strict fashion. Steve Reeves would perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps and included it into his shoulder routine, which made part of his championship routine. The benefits of the Reeves press are that it works the whole region of the upper back, specifically the traps, the rhomboids, and rotator cuff muscles, as well as the rear and lateral deltoid heads. Of course, these lead to a stronger upper back, improved lateral and rear deltoid development, which contribute to preventing shoulder impingement and overhead strength and stability, which is excellent for strengthening the movement pattern for the snatch. If you wish to incorporate this exercise into your routine, I would not work on it for strength at first, but for hypertrophy instead. And if you are an advanced weightlifter, then perform it after your major lifts. If you're a beginner with this motion, understand that the increased range of motion will demand greater mobility in your joints, so I would advise to take it easy and start light. Performing with an empty bar or even a dowel rod, that's right, a dowel rod made out of wood, to get the mobility and correct movement pattern is recommended. Only after learning the movement should you begin to progressively load the movement. For those that are advanced and experienced with this movement and using this exercise already to build their major lifts, 3 to 6 sets of 3 to 6 reps with moderate to heavy loads are recommended. Example by Dmitry Klokov, as well as by websites, weightlifting websites in particular, such as barbend.com. Anyway, I do hope you have enjoyed this look at the snatch grip behind the neck press, or as I like to call it, the Reeves behind the neck press. If you do practice this press and your friends are calling it the Klokov Press, give them a little reminder that the great Reeves himself was using it way before. As they say, nothing is new under the sun. Acknowledging the titans of the past is important to keep their legacy alive. Just remember that. And remember, it is because of their great efforts that we enjoy the iron game today. If you've enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and please leave me your comments and click the bell button to be notified of future videos. And yeah, that's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. As a natural bodybuilder, it is imperative to know your own testosterone levels, as they are a reflection of the anabolic environment created by your diet and training. I would highly recommend using the male hormone test kit from Let's Get Checked, and make sure you use my code GOLDEN30 for a 30% discount. Again, the advantage of checking yourself regularly is that you will know how well your body is anabolically primed to put on the much desired muscle you are working for. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how Steve Reeves developed his rib cage, I've got a wonderful new e-booklet up on my website, www.goldenerabookworm.com, which explains a very rare and unpublished Reeves rib cage and full body routine. Of course, my website has many other booklets on Steve Reeves' methods, specifically how I developed my waist, how I developed my broad shoulders, and another ebook on how he developed his wonderful diamond-shaped calves. All available on my website, www.goldenerabookworm.com. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the Silver Era methods for spreading the scapula, I've been asked about this many times before. Check out my website, www.goldenerabookworm.com, where you're going to find, in particular, the book by Steve Reeves on broadening the shoulders. Steve explains many exercises that he used in particular, and he believes actually also help spread the scapula apart. You'll find this and much more on my website, www.goldenerabookworm.com. Online training is now available, including my new program, Novice to Classic, a program geared towards beginners and novices looking at developing a classic physique, as well as Classic Cut, geared at those who wish to lose weight and gain muscle fast. Details available at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Need a bodybuilding poster for your gym or office? Then check out Iron Man Magazine archive.smugmug.com for the highest quality posters on the planet. Scroll through the galleries of all the legends, including greats such as Arnold, Frank Zane, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nubret, Tom Platz, and Larry Scott, and much more, and select your poster now. To support your favorite YouTube channel, please visit teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm for merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, face masks, phone cases, and much more. Once again at teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm. Become a patron at www.patreon.com/goldenerabookworm for hard to find books, scans of rare photos, and articles on the golden era of bodybuilding.
I don't think that Bill Phillips looked at it as, I want to compete against them. I want to destroy them.
If they pass legislation basically making any type of food supplement a prescription item, that would be the end, the death of the entire food supplement industry.
Take your vitamin pill now.
In the 1960s, the sports supplement industry was barely emerging.
I think the reason why Joe Weider was so successful was he had Arnold on his side.
He wasn't selling supplements. He was in the dream business.
Joe Weider was a marketing genius.
People would say the promotions or the endorsements back then were cheesy. To me, it wasn't. I loved it.
Fitness was taking off. Fitness became cool. You had a lot of readers that wanted to be like the stars that they idolized.
Bill's strength is his marketing savvy. He's a marketing genius.
Got it. It's only vitamin.
The right of American citizens to have free access to dietary supplements of their choice.
Consult your physician. You might as well consult the next guy you meet on the street. They don't know a damn thing about vitamins and nutrition.
The dietary supplement industry became the #2 most regulated industry. Nuclear, dietary supplements, pharmaceutical. We're more regulated than drugs.
They come in and you need to allow the FDA. They have jurisdiction.
The enforcement is kind of the questionable side of it, and how do they really get a handle on this monster?
A lot of people tell me that the dietary supplement industry is completely unregulated. It's the wild, wild west out there. It's a free-for-all. That could not be further from the truth.
A dietary supplement is not allowed to have a side effect. I always say the pharmaceutical has to have a minimum of 100 side effects in order for it to be a drug.
And now, it's a $40 billion industry and growing.
That's the really interesting thing, is the cast of characters from the 80s, when it was kind of iffy, to now when it's a lot more legitimate.
They made it sound cutting edge, revolutionary, and different, and I want that. That's cool.
We are in this industry to improve our health. It's not just a vanity project here. We're working on our lifeline. We eat a certain way to improve our health. We train a certain way to improve our health. Supplements are just that. They supplement your work, your graft, your nutrition.
They demonize dietary supplements, but they say all you need is real food. Well, what's a real food?
They pump you up and get you hard, stronger, faster, bigger.
Doc, I want to take this weight gain. I want to take this pre-workout. No way. That stuff, we don't know what's in that. It could be, no way. I'm not going to give you, it's going to kill the industry, bottom line.
So I must have drank so much protein powder from age 15 to 18 that my head was going to explode.
I believed in metrics so much that I would probably punch somebody in the face if they tried to take it away from me.